Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Kerplunk. Game for ages 5 and up. Oh, right age for all of my middle schoolers. They should be able to handle this one. Hey, the purpose of Kerplunk is to remove these sticks and have the fewest marbles fall into your bin. So I'll just take turns and rotate it each time so that I can see if my first try or my fourth try is the best overall. It demonstrates Newton's laws pretty clearly. Right now, we've got objects at rest, staying at rest until they're acted upon by an outside unbalanced force, such as my fingers. Hey, we've also got the marbles acting at rest, Newton's first law. Objects at rest, staying at rest until acted upon by an outside unbalanced force. That outside unbalanced force is going to be gravity at some point, possibly the sticks themselves pushing on the marbles or pulling on the marbles just a little bit, tiny little force there. But right now they're basically being held in place by a normal force or the tension force of each of the little sticks. But once the normal force becomes unbalanced or uneven, the marbles will be able to fall through thanks to their mass. Hey, that means gravity is the unbalanced force and it'll cause it to move. Okay, so that's my third move. Make my fourth move right here. I should probably be rotating this so I make sure that I'm playing fair. So back to my first move. And that's actually a little bit of that force too. The neat thing is you're also seeing Newton's third law of motion in action here. For every force, there is an equal and opposite force. As I pull against them, you're going to start to see some of the marbles start to roll. That's their inertia holding in place or pushing against the edge. So that'll be Newton's third law in action each time. Doing quite often, for every force, there's an equal and opposite force. Newton's second law, it takes a force to accelerate a mass. Well, every time I rotate it, I'm accelerating it. So that's the force of my muscles accelerating it. Every one of these sticks I pull out, that's the force of my muscles accelerating it. Every time and then once the marbles actually fall, the only reason that they're going to fall is because we have the force of gravity acting upon them. And so that'll be the force acting upon them at that point. So that's Newton's second law. We'll also get to see Newton's first law, objects at rest, staying at rest, which is what's happening right now, but that'll turn into Newton's first law, objects in motion will stay in motion because they're all going to fall downwards and they're going to continue to fall until the forces rebalance themselves. Hey, so there might be one to fall, might be two fall. It depends upon how unbalanced the forces are each time for it to fall, but the objects will stay in motion until they hit the ground and fall out. That's the normal force of the table fighting against them. Did I forget to rotate it? I think I forgot to rotate it. Well, getting close. I'm starting to see some of them move as I pull on these. We'll see how much longer that lasts. Hey, Newton's first law in motion, though. Objects at rest stay at rest. All of these objects up here on the top have inertia. They don't want to move. It's going to take the gravity of them, their mass, to overwhelm the small amount of tension force and the small amount of normal force that remains before that actually happens. So their inertia is actually doing most of the work at this point, keeping them in place. Oh, person 3 just lost the first ball. Okay, version 3 of me has made the first mistake. We'll see if that'll be the last mistake by version 3 of me. Back to version 1. Oop, version 1 tied up. Oh. Well, there's some objects in motion staying in motion. That seemed to have been the wrong stick to pull for old person 2 there. See what person 3, person 3 goes clean. There was a lot of objects in motion right there. I think that last one was holding a lot of the remaining normal force. You remove the normal force, force of gravity wins every time. There it is right there. Oi! Killing it here. Might be the only move here. Bad move. Let's see if there's any that remain. They're not holding normal force. Just that one. I think round 2 is going to lose. That was my fault for turning it. Any of these clean? Nope. This one would be. Well, you can see each one of them is fighting against it. Okay. So that's physics in the game Kerplunk. Your job is to diagram it, name all the forces, show me the vectors, and then explain all of Newton's laws acting in this game. Good luck.